Hello and welcome to the Downsized Weekly Weigh-In. I'm your host, Laraine Durham.
And I'm Christopher Durham.
And today is Sunday, May 5th, 2024. This is episode 7 in our series. Thanks for watching if you've joined us for other ones. If you haven't, we hope you'll go back and watch them. And we also hope that you will like and subscribe to our channel, The Downsized.
As always, we like to give a progress update. That's why we call it the weigh-in. So it's a double play, right? We get to weigh in on what we're weighing and on what we think about what's going on in the news. You want to start us off, Laraine?
Well, sure. This is our 29th week of our weight loss journey. So We have done 29 injections, which if you'd have told me 29 weeks ago how this journey would have been, I wouldn't have believed it. This week I lost 1.4 pounds. So my current weight is 148 pounds, and I hit my Weight Watchers goal weight of 150. And yesterday at my Weight Watchers meeting, it was week 1 of maintenance. At Weight Watchers, once you pick your goal weight, once you get to that goal weight, then you have to maintain it plus or minus 2 pounds for 6 weeks. So my goal weight's 150. So I can be anywhere between 148 and 152 as I weigh in over the next 6 weeks. And once I'm in that range for the next 6 weeks, then I become a lifetime member at Weight Watchers, which basically means that you don't have to pay anymore. If I could add up all the payments I've made to Weight Watchers over the course of my life, it's thousands of dollars.
It's a lot more than we've spent on medication.
A lot more than the $350 a month I pay for my compounded tirzepatide, for sure. Once you're a Weight Watchers lifetime member, you only have to weigh in at Weight Watchers 1 week out of the month, and as long as you're within that plus or minus 2 pound range, you don't have to pay. Now, if you go beyond that, you do have to pay the monthly fee. I'm very excited about becoming a lifetime member. My joke at Weight Watchers is always, I've been coming for my whole lifetime, but I've never gotten to lifetime. So that'll... The leaders always get a big laugh out of it.
I'm sure they do.
I'm hilarious. I've gotten to my goal, which is just amazing, and I'm going to get to lifetime, which I've never thought I would be able to do. And I wouldn't have probably been able to do that without this medication. Very happy about that.
Let me ask you about that, though. So
yeah.
It's the question, right? Because obviously Weight Watchers,
longer
longer than I've known you, right?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
When you look, and you said probably without the medication you wouldn't have made. So why do you continue to do Weight Watchers? What value is it?
I like the in-person meetings. I like talking to people in the meetings. I like getting ideas for different recipes or things to eat or tips and I really like supporting other people.
Yeah,
I like,
a good reason.
I like helping them in their journey because it helps me in mine. So I really like the talking to people aspect, and if I could go for free, that would just be all the better.
Absolutely.
So.
Did you give us all the numbers?
I don't think so. My total, we started on September 29th of 2023. I'm down 45 pounds in total. My current dosage, I'm on the 12.5 milligram dose of compounded tirzepatide.
Right?
I can never say it. Now, that medicine is the same as what's in Mounjaro and the same as what's in Zepbound. I've decided to stay on this 12.5 dose through the end of May. There is one higher dose. There's a 15 milligram dose. I think I'm good where I am. I continue to lose about a pound a week. If I could lose another couple pounds, that'd be fine. If I could stay where I am through the month of May, that'd be fine. If you're interested in going the compounded route, I can highly recommend Mochi Health. The website address is joinmochi.com. We'll put my discount code in the comments, and you can get $40 off your first order if you use my code. We have a lot going on this month. May. A lot of people compare May when you have kids to the same level of craziness as December for Christmas. But anyway, we personally have a business conference that we put on and host. And
next week.
It's going to have about 175 people that are coming really from all over the U.S., the UK, all over the world. We're going on a trip to Amsterdam this month. We're going to have a business awards party there
that we
host. Our daughter's high school graduation is this month. We have some relatives coming in for that. And May is just going to be really busy, and I want to hang on to my progress. It's going to be stressful. There's going to be a lot going on with the travel and the people and the things. So I just want to hold on and maintain through the month of May and continue to make healthy eating choices.
I think I have to make brunch for 50 people.
Yeah, the day after our daughter's high school graduation, we've decided to throw a brunch. We'll be back from Amsterdam, I think, 2 days at that point. We're going to definitely need to be fueled by a lot of good protein and caffeine.
And appetite.
And all the things. Yeah, so that'll be fun.
Plus, we've got to go on Wednesday to
Oh, I
pick up
forgot
our daughter from
other
college.
daughter. We have our other daughter is currently in college, and so Wednesday we've rented a van to go move her out. And I know she won't have anything
She will have
packed.
nothing back.
And I know that we'll have to clean her dorm room, and
For sure.
I'm not good at cleaning.
It's a small room, so it won't be bad.
Fortunately, it's a small room, and Christopher's pretty good at organizational skills. My mind doesn't think in an organized fashion. Luckily, Christopher's does, so I guess that's why
Some
we're
days it's
together.
chaos.
How's your progress
It
been?
was a good week.
Yeah?
It was a good week. So,
All right.
as Laraine said, we started September 29th of last year, 2023. My starting weight was 285.4 pounds. This week, I was 218.4. So, for those of you playing along, that puts me about 3.2 pounds down for the week.
You lost 3.2 this week.
3.2 pounds.
Now, I don't really remember us doing anything different except for, what do you think was different? I know one thing.
So there's a couple of things different. This will be, what did you say, 29th week?
29th
week.
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 weeks ago, I started on compounded. So that changed.
Because we can't find.
Because we couldn't find the Zepbound for me. And honestly, I haven't noticed much difference. Actually, last week, the compounded seemed a little stronger. Sometimes, I don't know if it's really stronger or if it's just your
what
body.
else did you do?
Well, and I
different?
moved the location.
Changed your shot
I don't really
location.
believe the location makes a difference.
Well,
but, I don't know,
something
whatever.
made a difference for you this week because we really didn't do anything different in terms of our eating.
I think it was the compounded, but just
You think the compounded worked better than
I do.
the Zepbound?
Now this week it doesn't feel any better; it just feels the same. I think it's the vagaries of how your body reacts to the medication.
Well, you did your shot. Where did you do? Talk about the shot location you did this week.
I did last week. I did it in my arm. We couldn't show it to you because of technical difficulties. This week we had similar. Actually, it wasn't technical. It was just there was too much
I
going
didn't
on
want
in
to
our
record
lives.
on Friday because I was wiped out by an event at my daughter's school.
She was like, "I'm taking a nap. We can't record." Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the location changed and the medication changed. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you
can
did a
tell you,
shot
I
in the
do
back
not
arm.
like the arm shot.
And I think the night after you did it, you were like, I don't feel good. Like it's something. It
Burned.
It burned a
It
little
burned
bit.
for about an hour.
And I actually gave you the shot in the
Yeah.
back of the arm. I did not enjoy that.
No, I did not like the arm
I did not
shot.
enjoy that.
Just-
I have always done my shots in my stomach. Just I vary the location in different spots around my belly button. I've not really ventured out beyond that. A lot of people swear by the thigh is another area. My friend Elaine switched to thigh and she broke through one of her plateaus.
Yeah,
so
I would love to see some actual research.
there's
on that.
not any. There's really not any. But my suggestion for
try it. Why
you
not?
is to try it, keep notes, and log your progress because it might work for you.
So I haven't done thigh. Maybe I'll do thigh this coming week.
Lord. Okay, you could do that yourself.
Yeah, that's easy enough. Anyway, so I'm still on 10 milligram. This was
Yeah.
my 7th week of 10 milligram. I'll definitely do at least 1, maybe 2 more weeks of 10 milligrams and then jump up to the 25.
Well, if you lost 3.6 this
Yeah,
week,
no, I'm okay. I'm okay.
would
I'm okay.
stay
I don't
on
need
10.
to go up, and we're traveling, and there's a lot of stuff going on.
it's-
You mentioned how busy was going on. We'll
Yeah.
talk about what we did this week.
This week, the thing that made me so tired was I got up early and got dressed and went to my daughter's school. They have, for her senior class, they had what's called an E3 event. So it's enrolled, enlisted, or employed. They listed all the seniors. They put a slide up with their picture and what they're doing after high school graduation. It was very nice. And her class only has about 100 kids in it. It's not this big, overwhelming thing. A lot of the moms brought in food, brought in gifts to raffle off, brought in gift cards for the kids, big raffle baskets. But the thing that I wasn't prepared for was we had a donut wall. And you've probably seen these boards. They're just giant boards that sit on a long table and they're just tall and they've got pegs and you just put the donuts on the pegs. And the title was Donut underestimate the class of 2024. It was very cute. The kids loved it. And these just weren't any donuts. They're from a specialty donut shop near us called Daylight Donuts, which I couldn't even help put the donuts on the board because donuts are really just a triggering food for me.
Kryptonite.
That triggering food that I love. So I think about donuts a lot, even just on a normal basis. Not so much anymore being on the medication, but I really didn't want to eat any of the, I wanted to try to avoid them. I did not eat any of the donuts. The kids basically came through and then it just destroyed it. And the only donuts left were like a cake donut and a poor little glazed donut was sitting there at the end. I thought, you know what, those don't look interesting or special. I'm not going to mess around with those. Later, my daughter informed me that, Mom, every donut from Daylight Donuts is amazing. I'm like, okay, thank you. But anyway, that was that. So I managed to avoid, and I didn't even eat any of the breakfast stuff, and I really just didn't want any. I had drank my coffee and my protein shake before I left, so I was good. I drank some more coffee, and it was fine. But it lasted, gosh, I was there from about 7 o'clock to about 10 o'clock. And they did activities, and I helped with games and stuff. So anyway, it was a great time, but exhausting. And then last night, we went to a friend's 50th birthday party.
Yep.
That was at a local brewery. That's a tongue twister for me. And there was a food truck there that was tacos. We had tacos. We had some pupusas. We had that was it. That was it, and it was delicious. I sent Christopher out to the taco truck, and he came back with some chicken tacos and some pastor
tacos,
which is
yeah.
pork taco, and some pupusas, which I've never had pupusas like that before. They're really good. And I had forgotten that it was dinner time and that I was hungry until I saw the food. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I'm hungry.
The people running the truck were just an immigrant family from El Salvador. I talked to the lady. She was fabulous. And she sat there and hand patted the pupusas and put the beans and the cheese. And this was like she made it for her family. They were delicious.
Right.
It was very good.
Yeah. And at the brewery, they had Prosecco on tap. So I ended up with 2 Proseccos, and you tried one of the craft beers, and
did not like it. I don't like,
Why you gotta put lavender and crazy things like that into craft beer?
There's all kinds of things. Everybody likes something different.
Yeah. A couple of our friends are very into different beers, so they had a little tasting thing of several different ones, and we just don't.
I mean, I'm not normally a beer fan anyway. I'll drink it. It's fine.
Yeah.
But on this medication, I just don't care about that at all.
And I was wondering if, because I drank 2 glasses of Prosecco, and then we went over to a friend of a friend's house, and we all had another drink over there. I had a glass of wine over there. And I was wondering, am I going to wake up in the night sick? And I didn't. I don't know if I'm getting more used to the medication, or maybe I spread out the 3 drinks evenly over the course of probably 5 hours. I don't know.
I was designated driver. I had 1 drink, and I was like, and I didn't care, honestly.
No. Okay.
It wasn't a big deal, but it's been a big week for us on YouTube. We've had really good response to your videos from Barb, your interview with Barb.
Our downsized dish.
Yep.
So if you'd like me to interview you about your weight loss journey, send me an email to ldurham@folio28.com, folio28.com. And I'd love to chat with you, whether you're just starting out, whether you're in the middle, whether you're met your goal on maintenance. I think all the phases of these weight loss, there's somebody who's got a story just like you, who weighs the same amount as you, who has the same questions as you. And I love talking to different people. So drop me a line. Let me know if you'd like to come on our show.
Yeah. Or if you'd like to talk to me, I haven't done any yet, but I'm working on it. It's on the list. I've got a few people I'm trying to talk into it. And then we both had videos out this week. So it's been a good week. Our subscriber numbers are looking really good. We're almost at 1,000.
Yeah, we're pushing 1,000 subscribers. So please click that subscribe button so you won't miss an episode.
Absolutely. Because we got a lot of cool stuff planned coming up into the summer. It'll be fun. Maybe we'll take you on the journey to Amsterdam with us and talk about travel on this medication as well.
We're going to travel with some of our dosages and see how that does. So we'll definitely keep you posted on that.
So the news, I know you love the news part.
Yeah. I don't.
Laraine hates the news part.
I don't. Let us know in the comments if you like the news part, because I think it can be boring, but Christopher says that people want to know. So you let us know what you think. Anyway, our first news item is TikToker arrested for allegedly selling adulterated weight loss drugs, leading one woman to develop life-threatening lesions. Ugh.
That sounds bad.
Oh. So, a woman allegedly sold misbranded weight loss drugs to consumers, including one who developed a life-threatening bacterial infection. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York said in a statement on Wednesday, May the 1st. Isis Navarro Reyes, a New York-based TikTok user who is not licensed to administer prescriptions, allegedly used her social platform to illegally promote and sell prohibited Ozempic, Mesofrance, and Axion products. Reyes, who's 36 years old, was arrested on May 1st. She was charged with 1 count of smuggling, 1 count of receipt of misbranded drugs in interstate commerce and subsequent delivery thereof, 3 counts of dispensing prescription drugs without prescriptions, and 1 count of conspiracy to introduce and deliver for introduction a misbranded drug in interstate commerce. It's a lot. She could face a maximum of 25 years in prison. Her actions caused significant life-threatening injuries to some victims and put all of her victims in harm's way, said U.S. Attorney Damian Williams. So, yeah, I'm on TikTok just a little bit. I'm really not a big TikTok user. Our kids are super users of TikTok.
Absolutely.
But I have dipped a toe in there just to see, and I started following one of these GLP-1 groups, and they direct messaged me and said, would you be interested in buying this product? And I said, oh, where do you get your product from? And they said, oh, the UK, and we mix it up. And I'm like, oh, yeah, no, thanks, I'm not interested. And they kept messaging me. And then it got like to a mean messaging point, like, you're no good and you're not really interested, like almost like a bullying tone. So please be careful. Only buy your medicine from reputable sources. Check it out. Do some Googling. Don't just buy from somebody on TikTok because...
And don't self-prescribe. You are not a doctor. I am not a doctor.
Right.
She is not a doctor.
Make sure you're getting these prescriptions from a doctor, from a medical professional.
There's lots of local physicians that are happy to write it now. If you can't find one, look for another local doctor. There's all the telehealth companies.
Right, Mochi Health, joinmochi.com. I don't work for them. I just, if you use my code, you get a $40 off. I get a $40 credit. So I've used them throughout my whole 28 weeks of weight loss. Feel very confident sending people there and recommending them. You can talk to their online doctors via a Zoom type of call. It's just really important to know where your medicine is coming from.
And if it seems too good to be true, it probably is.
Because this stuff's expensive. Don't go to Mexico and smuggle it across the border. Like, just don't.
Just take care of yourself.
Be careful.
Make smart decisions. Story number 2, Novo Nordisk is investing $6 billion to address their drug shortages.
Billion with a B.
Billion with a B. That tells you how big they think the market is. Double entendre intended there. Novo Nordisk, the manufacturer, as we all know, of Ozempic and Wegovy, has announced a substantial investment of over $6 billion to tackle the surging demand for these medications amidst persistent shortages and soaring prices. We've all seen that problem. The senior vice president and head of U.S. cardiometabolic sales at Novo Nordisk, Nigel Morris. Nigel Morris. Nigel, if that's not how to say your name, please reach out and I'll be happy to correct that. But they cautioned that despite this significant financial commitment, there may still be delays in bringing these drugs to market.
Shocker.
They went on to say it's not like a light switch. That you can't just turn it on. So in an exclusive interview with ABC News' Errol Rashif, I'm getting all the hard names today, which aired Thursday on Good Morning America, they went on to say the strategy is to be very mindful and thoughtful about the amount of the lower doses that we're putting into the market. And I think that over time, the investments that we're making in manufacturing capabilities will ensure that over time we're able to meet that demand. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has confirmed that the 3 smallest doses of Wegovy, ranging from 0.25 milligrams to 1 milligram, currently face limited availability.
Which we knew.
Yeah, which we knew. Novo Nordisk's investment underscores its commitment to addressing the pressing needs of these medications and improving access for patients. It's no surprise they want to sell more. They'd love to be able to get as much as you can out. Them and Eli Lilly are both facing that challenge. I don't see it going away anytime soon, but let's hope another $6 billion will help.
They're throwing money at the problem, so hopefully it can't hurt.
It can't hurt, absolutely
hurt.
not. Story number 3, this is where it gets a little dry, but it gets exciting. So Paladin Research made a big announcement around their biopharmaceuticals. Paladin Technologies has just made its next move. The company has announced that the FDA has completed its 32-day review of their investigative new drug application for bremelanotide, a potential game changer in obesity treatment, which, hey, we're happy to have more of those. Yeah. This approval clears the way for Paladin to embark on a phase 2 clinical study where they'll be evaluating the safety and efficacy alongside tirzepatide, a GLP-1 GIP therapy. Currently in tirzepatide, there's a GLP-1 and a GIP. They would add a third piece to it.
Great.
So you wouldn't.
Hopefully great, yeah.
Hopefully that works out well. The study is set to enroll about 60 patients across 5 trial sites in the U.S.
I don't think they would want more than 60.
They have to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Patients will initially undergo a 4-week treatment period with tirzepatide alone, followed by eligibility confirmation and randomization into one of 4 treatment regions. The primary goal is to showcase the safety and increased efficacy of combining the new medication with tirzepatide and reducing body weight. They're trying to figure out a better, smarter way to do it. Paladin's doing some interesting things. Hopefully in these next generations we'll see something really cool. With phase 2 expected to kick off mid-year and top-line data results anticipated by year's end, we'll watch Paladin and see what happens with their research.
Next story is about GNC.
So GNC has partnered with a brand called Supergut, which is a packaged goods brand. Supergut announced a nationwide partnership with GNC designed to help GLP-1 users with gut and constipation issues.
Ooh.
I don't think it's any surprise that there's brands and manufacturers out there trying to figure out better products to sell to people like us.
We're looking for constipation remedies.
Everybody wants that.
Yeah, it's so great.
If you're not familiar with Supergut, the company's products include a gut-healthy GLP-1 booster, which is an unflavored prebiotic fiber mix that can be added to any food or beverage. They have snack bars, they have meal replacement shakes, and they're available both online and now in GNC stores in 2024. Supergut's products are not only at the center of GNC's new GLP-1 nutritional support section, so GNC's got a whole set of stuff
that's a great
that's helping out.
That would make me go into a GNC. I haven't been in a GNC store in 10 years.
I think
Are there any in our town?
I don't know.
I think they've all closed.
I think if you look at their numbers, it says that as well.
Yeah.
They've had some tough times. So they've got 2,330 stores nationwide, and it's available on GNC.com. Supergut will also roll out into Fresh Time Markets, Erewhon, Gelson's, Bristol Farms, and Central Markets, a number of regular grocery stores, as well as the ever-expensive Erewhon. Supergut is a non-pharmaceutical, affordable, and convenient way to add sort of digestive aids to your GLP-1 regime. So as we know, the semaglutides and the tirzepatide, Supergut is formulated with a patented blend of prebiotic fibers from natural ingredients, including resistant starch and oat beta-glucan, which has been shown to induce more weight loss. So theoretically, this will help.
Forms of prebiotic fiber. Yeah, we all know that fiber is important for weight loss, for moving things through your digestive system. These GLP-1s slow down your digestive system. And it's interesting that these are different forms of fiber that are better for weight loss. So that's interesting. I would try it.
Well, and I think one of the things...
If it wasn't too expensive.
I'm sure it's expensive. But one of the things we're going to work on coming into the summer after we get back from Amsterdam is start doing some product reviews. Maybe this is a good one to put on the list.
Maybe they could send us some product Supergut and we'll try them out for you.
Who knows how the review ends up, but I don't ever need extra fiber, so I'm okay there.
No, but I do. I took my fiber gummies this morning.
Our final story, Walgreens has announced a whole set of clinical trials that they'll be doing through their stores. And they're collaborating with a company called Boehringer Ingelheim. And they've joined forces to transform the landscape of clinical trials, really to move them into the communities. And they're trying to build out and make sure they're getting better representation across the board. They're focusing right now on weight loss. This strategic partnership aims to optimize recruitment and make clinical trials more accessible, inclusive, and equitable. Through this collaboration, select Walgreens community pharmacies will serve as clinical trial sites. So yes, you'll be able to go in for Boehringer Ingelheim's phase 3 clinical trial targeting individuals living with obesity, overweight, and type 2 diabetes. The initiative aims to dismantle barriers, improve access, and address equitable health representation on clinical trials, particularly among Black and Hispanic adults who are disproportionately affected by obesity and historically underrepresented in such trials.
That's cool.
Yeah, so Ramita Tandon, the Chief Clinical Trials Officer at Walgreens, emphasized the significance of this model in providing foundational education on clinical research for patients while empowering individuals to engage in their health care through clinical trial participation. This initiative represents a step forward in making clinical trials more inclusive and accessible. So, yeah, you'll be able to walk in and potentially register for what they're doing. Doesn't mean you'll be accepted. You'll have to fill out some forms. And they're looking for particular things.
I wonder what the educational piece of that is. Just, are they going to give them information on how to eat and what to eat? Or
it depends on the trial.
Yeah.
Right? So every trial is going to have different parameters, and they'll have to come in and participate. And that's the way it works. So those are our stories for this week. A lot of good stuff going on in the world of GLP-1s, a lot of money being spent, a lot of research, new drugs in development,
big business,
and crazy TikTokers selling stuff that they shouldn't be selling.
Be careful out there.
Be careful out there. We continue to be excited by the conversation in the community here on YouTube. Thank you very much for being a part of it. I know you've had lots of great conversations. You kill me, girl.
So that's it. That's our show for this week. Thanks for watching. We hope that you will like and subscribe. I'm Laraine Durham for the Downsized.
And I'm Christopher Durham. Thanks for joining us.